Hello there, my name is Anna Delman. I'm on day number 326 of the 1 year, 365-day note writing adventure, which I have planned for myself. And day 326, that's a huge achievement, and it goes to show when we set our minds on working on disciplines, plans, hope, structuring change in our lives, it can be accomplished, irrespective of where we are in the world and what we are working through and out of. So my note for today is taking up where I left off yesterday, and I'll read my note to you first before I move to the whiteboard. Plan it, grow it, live it. So today I just want to focus on plan it. What about our plans? Should they be our primary focus? Of course, when you're wanting to change, yes, but even once we've committed to that, should they be our primary focus? Without a picture of hope, outcome, goal, atmosphere, all our planning will fail. Why is this true? We're doing it for gratification, our own. It's really just about who we are, ourselves. Not too much of a bad thing, but you need a deeper purpose and a deeper reason to function in life than just ourselves. Me, myself, and I doesn't move you forward in a greater way. It just makes you more me, myself, and I. And when we are in a funky moment or a funky season of life, that atmospheric pressure that comes in on us isn't a good place to be. So we need to be beyond ourselves. So we're doing it for gratification, our own, and not for the glorification of God. Now that's the key thing, and the key focus we need to have in our lives. This is a few days, and here it is for today in bold, planet, and that comes through my sharing yesterday, where I realized how essential our understanding of the atmosphere we want to live in. We need to truly think through it. We need a realistic picture. We need it needs to be the whole of our lives, the inside and outside, so a holistic endeavor. And then we need to plan it, grow it, live it. We need to live the atmosphere. And I was thinking about that. I need that hope. What is the hope? What is that picture I want painted of where my life needs to be and what I'm working towards? Now, way back I did share that after the commitment and all the things that I've been doing on working on getting my life restored, I've put a lot of work into it. I've disciplined my life as much as I can, and I'm not talking about physical disciplines, although I'm doing those as well. I'm talking about discipline in time, working on sleep patterns, etc., just trying to get my life into a better functioning mode, and a lot of that is spiritual disciplines as well. If I've done all this work and it gets to the end of the 365 days, and I haven't achieved my goal, or the projection beyond that is not really bright, and I don't see anything of those things I'm working on becoming a reality, has it been a waste of time? And no, it hasn't, because it's not, yes, I'm doing it for myself, but ultimately I'm doing it out of honoring God, because He's given me the will, He's given me the desire, and He's given me the hope in Him. So even if I work through all these things and I stay focused and get them accomplished, and they never get to that final stage, I haven't wasted it, because I focused it all on God and my relationship, my presence, His presence within me, and enjoying Him and fellowshipping with Him. That's the primary focus. So let's take a look at some scripture just to solidify what I'm saying. Let's go to Jeremiah 29:11, and I'm reading from the English Standard Version. Here goes. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope. So that is why it's essential. And let's continue to verse number 12. Then you will call upon me and come and pray to me, and I will hear you. Verse 13. You will seek me and find me when you seek me with all your heart. I will be found in you, declares the Lord, and I will restore your fortunes and gather from all the nations and all the places. You just need to keep reading. It doesn't mean he's going to give me $1 million. It means my fortunes, I prefer to look at that in a spiritual sense and a spiritual focus, which is more important, because that can sustain me irrespective of whether my life has that or not. And let's take a look at Luke 14, starting at verse 28. For which of you desiring to build a tower does not first sit down and count the cost, whether he has enough to complete it? Otherwise, when he has laid a foundation and is not able to finish, all who see it begin to mock him. Now, way back I did discuss this verse as well. And when we share our plans with others, sometimes we need to be careful who we share them with, because if others don't have the same mindset as you, as in spiritual mindset, they may not understand your desire to glorify God and that is sufficient. And whether your projection and the foundation you're building and the direction you're moving in is wonderful, they will mock you either way. So just be careful. That's just a little bit of wisdom there. Be careful who you share your heart plans with. However, if you do have a community where you can do that, and you have people who you can reach out to do so, find them, speak to them, counsel with them. Iron sharpens iron. So let's take a look at Proverbs chapter 16 and verse number 3. Commit your work to the Lord, and your plans will be established. If you put him first and pray for him to direct your path and to guide you and give you the wisdom, your path will be established, because you're building it on him. And let's take a look at verse number 9. The heart of man plans his way, but the Lord establishes his steps. If you're focusing on the Lord and he is the reason for your planning, you will have your steps established because they're focused on him. It's a win-win situation. Again, as I've explained, I may not get to that final point of having all the novels I've written published, the book I've been working on, get it done and get it out there as well. I may finish all of it and have done it because it's my way of honoring God and glorifying him with the gifts and the talents and the skills he's given me, but it may never get to that final point. Have I failed him? Have I failed myself? No, because I've been doing it as worship to him. So it's a win-win. And for those of you who have not been here very often, or it's your first time, this is where I'd put my daily notes every day. And that is what 325 days, I haven't put today's on yet, looks like. Quite an achievement. And I didn't think this spike would be tall enough when I first started out. And I cannot believe this is the history of what almost a year of note writing looks like. Pretty awesome, I think. Now, as much as I've achieved that, if you have set in your mind to change and you plan and you structure and you sit down and make a commitment to yourself, can I do this? Do I have the energy? Do I have the time, etc.? You will do it. That's just a small example, my little foundation with my notes on. You can achieve too if you set your mind on God and the things that are above, to let your life here work out in a better way, to the glory of God. So until tomorrow, take care and God bless, and I will be back then for some more sharing of what God is teaching me day by day. Bye-bye for now.